In this video, we will discuss the solved questions of KUHS examination conducted in September 2019. Already we have completed 2 question paper discussion. The videos are available in the playlist of this channel. The name of the playlist is Nursing Administration. The subject we discussed today is Management of Nursing Services and Education. Time for the examination is 3 hours and maximum mark is 75. The first category of question that we discuss today is enumerate the following. There are 5 questions, each question with 2 mark, total 10 mark. Question number 8, 4 characteristics of professional nurse, 9, 4 purposes of teacher evaluation, 10, 4 purposes of records, 11, 4 objectives of manpower planning, 12, 4 principles of budgeting. First question, under enumerate the following 4 characteristics of professional nurse. 8 characteristics are mentioned below. You can mention any 4. First one, the nurse should have requisite qualification. It can be GNM or BS nursing. Then they should have license to practice, physically and mentally fit, confident to take decision in client care, humble and honest to gain the trust of the client, fulfill duties, impartial without prejudice, and self-confident. Ninth question, 4 purposes of teacher evaluation. First one, improvement function. That is, improving the teacher's own practice by identifying the strengths and weaknesses for further professional development. Second, accountability function. It means ensuring that teachers perform at their best to enhance student learning. Third, strengthen the classroom practices of teachers. And fourth, categorize and rank the teachers. 10th question, 4 purposes of records. First one, records supply data that are essential for program planning and evaluation. Second, records provide the practitioner with the data required for the application of professional services by him for the improvement of client's health. Third purpose, records act as a tools of communication between healthcare workers, family, and other personnel. Records helps to indicate plan for the future. Also, records help in the research for improvement of nursing care. Question number 11, 4 objectives of manpower planning. It includes number 1, ensure optimum use of human resources. Manpower planning keeps the organization workforce to cope with technological development and modernization. Manpower planning helps to streamline uninterrupted supply of workforce to the functional needs of business from time to time. Also, it ensures higher labor productivity. Question number 12, 4 principles of budgeting. First one, budgeting should provide sound financial management by focusing on requirement of the organization. Second, it should focus on objectives and policies of the organization. Third, should ensure the most effective use of financial and non-financial resources of the organization. Fourth, program activities should be planned in advance. And 5, must be appropriate to nature of business, services and to the type of budget. Among these 5 principles, you need to mention only 4. Next type of question that we discuss is differentiate between 5 questions, each one with the 2 mark. Question number 13, malpractice and negligence. 14, nursing audit and nursing standard. 15, job description and job specification. 16, policies and procedures. 17, PERT and NAT chart. Coming to the first question of differentiate between malpractice and negligence. Here you can see negligence and this is the malpractice. Negligence is defined as failure to exercise the care expected from one under certain circumstances. Malpractice occurs when a professional fails to deliver according to the governing body standards, resulting in harm or injury to the patient. Professional negligence is otherwise called a malpractice. Negligence is filed in civil court. Examples include duty, breach, causation, and damages. The 14th question, difference between nursing audit and nursing standards. First difference in terms of definition. Nursing audit refers to the process of assessment of quality of clinical nursing. Nursing standard is a descriptive statement of desired quality against which to evaluate nursing care. Nursing care is evaluated based on nursing standard, and that process of evaluation is called nursing audit otherwise. Coming to the types, nursing audit are basically retrospective and concurrent. Nursing standards can be categorized as normative and empirical standards, ends and means standard, structure, process and outcome standards. About the focus, nursing audit focuses on care provided, not on the care provider. Nursing standard focuses on performance of each nursing staff, or performance appraisal is done based on nursing standards and take necessary action or necessary corrective action in time. About the purpose, in nursing audit, it compares actual performance against the standards. Or the purpose of nursing standard, it sets quantifiable measures or it specifies what is required. Here already we have seen it is a statement of desired quality. So it specifies clearly what is required or it sets quantifiable measures. Coming to the legal significance, nursing audit has no direct legal significance. But nursing standard has direct legal significance. It helps to determine nursing negligence, that is, failure of a nurse to follow nursing care standards that may result in legal action for the nurse. Coming to the 15th question, the difference between job description and job specification. The dark blue column indicates job description and light blue indicates job specification. First, about its meaning. Job description is a document which states an overview of duties, responsibilities and functions on a job in an organization. Job specification is a statement of the qualification, personality, traits, skills, etc. required by an individual to perform the job. Second difference in terms of content. Job description usually lists out the job title, location, job summary, working environment, duties to be performed on the job, etc. Job specification lists out qualification, experience, training, skills, emotional attributes, mental capabilities of an individual to perform the job. Because job specification is a statement of personality traits, skills, etc. So it clearly lists out those things here. That is the content. Coming to the measurement, job description measures the task and responsibilities of a job. Job specification measures the capabilities that a job holder should have or should possess. And fourth difference is in terms of usefulness. Job description offers ample information about the job, which helps the management in evaluating the job performance and define the training needs of an employee. Job specification helps the candidate who are applying for a job to analyze whether they are eligible for a particular job or not. So, job specification determines the eligibility of a candidate for a job. Here, job description determines the performance appraisal of the employee. Next question, difference between policies and procedures. Policies are guiding principles that set a direction. Policies are principles that give direction. Procedures are guide to action. Second difference, top management determine the policies. Procedures are formulated by lower managerial level. Third, policies form the basis for determining the procedures. Procedures follow the policies. Policies are flexible but procedures are deterministic. 17th question. Difference between PERT and GATT chart. GATT chart is represented as bar graph. PERT is represented as flow chart. It emphasizes the time it takes to complete task. Here the emphasis is relationship between tasks. It is linear. Any relationship between tasks on a Gantt chart is depicted with arrows. Here it might have several interconnecting or parallel network of tasks. This chart is often used for small projects. PERT chart can be used for large and complex projects. Here is the end of this video. We have discussed here the answer key of two types of questions, namely enumerate the following and difference between. Please refer your book for further details. We'll meet again with the videos of part B and part C of the same question paper. If you see this channel for the first time, please subscribe and share maximum with your friends. Thank you for watching.